Hello, we're going to go over how to give your mom the perfect gift for Mother's Day, and it's basically going to be a mini manicure. And what you need to do is you're going to need to let her clip her own nails, more than likely. That's probably going to be the best thing if you don't have a lot of experience with that. And then she can file her own nails, but you would need to teach her how. Nails are jewels, not tools, and that's why we're doing the filing this way. We're not going to be hacking them like this, even though it's so tempting because you go so much faster. But you don't want to break your nail. Like it'll help it not chip as easy if you take a little bit better. You file, like the right way would be right here. If you just file just a little bit down, or then you'll start filing her skin down, like right there, that's her skin. And that's why you want to file only the nail, which is right here. And that's why sometimes this can help if they're really short, to bring this thumb in. But normally you're always doing it down here. And once you have filed her nails, you will want to go ahead and start with her massage.
Oh yeah,
Finally.
part of the way.
So again, you're going to hold onto their hands. And you don't have to hold on to them yet because you haven't started. But once you start and you need to go back and get more lotion or anything, you cannot let go of her hand, because once she's relaxed, she feels your hand, and then letting go will just startle her. And so we're going to get some lotion. Relax. There you go. So we want to put some good pressure into this. And notice I'm circling around this way. It's not this way, it's this way. It's out. You're circling out. And then you pinch their fingernail. Then you grab these two.
And you don't want to do it too fast.
No, if you go like this, it's not as relaxing. So you want to do it slow. And I actually probably was not paying attention, trying to get done faster. So we'll show you the real speed. So here you'll grab these two. Isn't it relaxing when it's slow?
Oh yeah.
And you don't want to do it too light. You want to do pretty hard.
Not too hard, because you might be too hard, but you'll know. Your person can tell you if you're doing it too hard too. So you can repeat that. You normally can repeat that 3 times. You can go and do that again 3 times. But we're just showing you the moves, and so then you can go. And again, your fingers are rolling the same way. They're just going out. And you can do that to this side of the hand too. Jill feels like she's in heaven right now. So my nose is itching a little, but I never left contact. Now she's got boogers on her, but it wasn't my nose, it was the top of my lip.
You want to end that or not?
Yes, I may want to. So this is some good pressure. And then go all the way over. And then at the end, you pinch a little. And then we're going to do it to the other side. And I need lotion. I ran out of lotion. So see, I never let go of her hand. You also want to make sure you don't startle her with cold lotion. So you mix it in a little bit. And I did that. It's easier when you're not holding her to mix it in a little bit better. But I just did it here. And I did that in the beginning too, because you don't want to startle her with like cold lotion there. So slow. And when you're giving someone else a manicure, frankly, it's not that important that you know how to polish their nails. All they want is this. They just want the massage. You're wringing her arm, going up to her elbow.
Make sure you don't do it like an Indian burn. Because those hurt.
Well, it's lotion. You're lotioned up. And then once you get to the top, you have some good pressure. And you go down. And that's your end. So normally, every one of these steps that I showed you, it was the fingers. That you do them all 3 times. Then you start over and you do them 3 times again. And then you go into the arm. And you do that 3 times. You do this part 3 times. And then you do this 3 times. This 3 times. And then you ring it 3 times. And then you're done. The 3 times, doing it 3 times makes it a long massage. If you just want to go really, really, do it fast, then you don't have to do it that many times. But your mothers and whoever you do this for will appreciate the long massage. Once you've done a massage, it's important to clean off the nails because they're going to have lotion. And so before you put on your base coat and your top coat and your nail polish, you're going to need these guys to be dry, like not to have all that oil from the lotion. My nails are done nicely, so I do not want to mess them up. So I have to be really careful how I grab my cotton balls, and I want to squeeze some of that out. See, you're going to get some of the excess off. Leave your nails alone. I'm the one that's painting your nails, so I'll move you. And I'm not even grabbing her nails on this one. It's like super easy. If you don't have to grab them, you don't need to, but it just depends on what's more comfortable for you. Now this one's awkward, so normally you want it to be straight ahead of you. Okay, give me your other one. This one I'm going to grab because it's just in an awkward position and I want it to be straight. That's what you need, is your nails to be right here. You don't need them to be sideways because then you can't get them very. These are drying, so as you're doing another coat, these have already had a little bit of time to dry, and so you're always going to start with the same nails again. Do you remember if we started this way or this way? I can't remember. So you'll just go with it. They're not that, it's okay. They're not that wet. If you give your mother a massage and that's all you do for the manicure, then she's going to be in heaven and she's going to love it and think it's the best thing ever that you could have given her. So you don't really need to be nervous about anything else. Once you're ready to polish, again, you've already done the best gift ever, and so don't stress it. If you don't know how to polish very well, then don't worry about it. You could do a clear coat and call it good, and that's her manicure. And then that way, if you mess up a little bit, it's fine. So the clear coat, you could just do like the base coat, the bottom coat, a nail strengthener, and then you just don't have to add the polish. Now, when you are going to use this tool, you want to do it right away.
Where'd you get the tool?
So you can buy these at Sally's. They're 50 cents. I bought 100 of them for like $3 from China.
So are they like more expensive in Idaho and like less expensive in China?
Everything's cheaper in China. I think they only cost me $1
each
for 100 of them in China.
Whoa.
But the shipping costs me, I think, $2. And so if I went to buy that, that would only buy me, for $3, that'd only buy me 6 of these.
But then you stain them. Does that like matter at all?
No, you can, typically when you're doing a manicure, you throw them away. You get a new one for another client. This is what you could kind of do with nail art. You can create some dots on the top of your nail. You could do all kinds of stuff. We're going to go like that, barely. And then we're going to go a little more, and a little more, and a little more. Now, I made a big mess of her nail because it's so short and it was really difficult to do that. Then we come in and we kind of go the same kind of the same little squiggly, a little longer than the other.
I have a question.
And notice Isabella was really concerned because she wanted the pink to be the big one. So what you're doing is the bottom one is the one, the little squiggly line is the first one you put on. So then you can put the one you really want on top. There's a little flower here that I'm going to show you how to make. And basically what you do is you just get some nail polish down and whatever colors you want to use. And you take a bobby pin. You want to make sure that your nail is completely dry first from the nail polish that you have on. And then you're going to come and we're going to do this little flower that we just did here. So we put down a dot. You kind of want to make sure that you reapply some more for your dots, or else you're going to have different size dots. But as you can see the little form of the flower there. You need to let it completely dry before you come in and add another color. You don't have to, but you could smear it. So the trick is anytime that you're going to apply a different color, you let the first color dry. So this one's drier, and so you can see that. And that's kind of a big dot. So maybe you don't want it that big. Maybe you can take your toothpick and you can come and just do a smaller little dot. But see, the toothpick, you need quite a bit, but that's how you would just play around with your dots if you want to make a line. You can do zigzags with your toothpick on a nail. You can come in and grab some nail polish there and just kind of play around with it. So remember, the trick though is that your nail polish is dry so that you're not smearing it. Otherwise you're going to get little lines in here like that. It would tend to look like that, where you've got the little lines if it's not dry enough. And then you don't want to apply too much pressure. Just kind of play around with it so that you can get that smooth line. And you can reapply if you do end up getting that little line inside. You can reapply, make it thicker. The top coat always goes on after you do your nails. So you're going to do one base coat, 2 coats of whatever color you're using on your nail, and then 1 top coat. If you're doing nail art, you do your nail art before your top coat, and then you do the top coat on top of your nail art. But you do want to make sure that even though you're not doing the top coat before your nail art, that you let your nails dry enough. And it's not enough to just start on one hand and end on the other hand. You actually do have to let it dry a little longer, just till it feels a little dry.